Whenever you want.
Just say action.
Oh wait, I just wanna. Let's get some B-roll. B-rail. Whatever.
Be real?
B-reel? It's a reel. Whatever.
Oh, look, I got this to put on the floor.
Ready, set, action.
You're supposed to say 3, 2, 1, action.
I'm the director. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, well, if you want a thing, you can say action.
Well, if I will say 3, 2, 1, action when I get a thing.
Oh, you gotta do it right.
Nobody wants to give me a thing. Action.
Hi everybody, welcome to our channel. It's daylight savings time, so it gets darker a lot faster than we expected. So I hope you love the lovely lights. We are going to be doing a radiator flush on a 2008 Chrysler Town & Country. It's the same steps for a 2009 all the way to 2016. First step, take out the drain plug, drain all the coolant out of the radiator. Okay everybody, we are now underneath the car. This is the drain plug. Typically you will find it on the corner end of the driver's side on the end of the radiator. We are just going to go ahead and loosen this up, and it's going to start draining out all of our old coolant. Be careful with these caps here because they are plastic. If you twist them too hard, they will crack, and then you'll have to go buy another one, and then you have bigger issues. All right, so I'm just going to loosen this out, and then our coolant will start draining. All right, we got the plug out. You notice there it's starting to drain the old coolant. We have a bucket here so that we don't make too much of a mess. Hopefully it catches it all. You can see it's draining kind of slow right now, so I'm gonna ask Barbara to remove the radiator cap from...
Ready?
Yeah, do it slow.
Okay.
In case it shoots out.
Like a cannon.
Oh shit, like, just like that.
I did it slow, I swear.
I know, and it shot right out.
Damn it.
Did you take it off?
Come in. I just tightened the cap.
Yeah, no, take it off.
Oh, I didn't want it to get you.
Oh my god, are you playing with it or what?
Oh, it's off. Well,
You see the coolant is draining from the radiator very quickly since Barbara took the radiator cap off. We are just going to let this continue to drain until the radiator is completely empty. Alright, so the radiator is completely drained into our bucket. This is the drain plug. I'm going to go ahead and put it back, and then we're going to fill it up with the distilled water. Alright, make sure it's distilled water, otherwise you're going to ruin your whole life. Last time I did a radiator flush, it took 1.5 gallons of distilled water. There was another time it took just 1 gallon, so I got 2 just to be on the safe side. Ooh, we might not need it. That's good.
awesome sauce.
All right, so we need to idle the car. We got to warm it up for at least 10 minutes. It's very important to make sure you put your heater on high. Oh, not defrost. Heater on high, all the way up to the maximum. It relieves the pressure from the radiator since we're warming it up with the distilled water. This is on cold. We are going to wait until it gets directly in the middle. All right, everybody, I removed the drain plug and we're now draining the water. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, draining the distilled water that we had let, sorry, don't know what I'm doing because I'm spilling. All right, everybody, so we had put the distilled water, warmed the car up, we let it cool completely off, and now we're draining the distilled water out. As you can see, it's almost done. After this, we're going to put the plug back and then add our coolant. So the type of coolant I had to get for the make and model of my car is Xerox G05 with HOAT or something equivalent to that. I suggest you refer to your user manual to get the type of coolant that is best for your car. I bought 1 gallon of concentrated coolant, which means you need to mix it yourself with distilled water. I already have a half a gallon distilled water in the gallon bottle, so I'm just measuring out 8 cups of coolant here. Okay, and that is 8 cups. Now I'm just going to mix it in with the water. Now we're going to pour our mix into the radiator. The drain plug is back in place and the radiator is completely empty at this point. After pouring the first gallon of coolant into the radiator, we still had some room, so I'm just mixing the second half of the coolant with the rest of the distilled water. And that's what you see me doing here. Now to top off with the rest of the coolant until the radiator is completely full. Also make sure you fill your reservoir tank that is located on the front as well. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is get the air bubbles out of the radiator. I'm just applying pressure to the radiator hose here. It makes all of the air bubbles just kind of move and come up. And then once we do that, we'll be able to see if we need to top it off anymore. All right, everybody, so we just put all of the coolant mix into the radiator. We're now back in the car, heater on high. We're gonna let this get warmed up, idle it for about 10-15 minutes. After that, you should be good to go. I will check back with you once we're gonna test drive this bad boy out. And now that I have taught you how to do a radiator flush, you're officially a professional radiator flusher. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something new. Subscribe to our page and